LaFF stands for Ladysmith Family and Friends, and we're a family resource program, meaning that we're creating a safe and supportive environment for children and families to come and hang out with their parents and their grandparents. We have about 25% of our adults that attend are actually grandparents that are taking care of their grandchildren. 10% are dads, lots of mums. And then there's caregivers too that are coming and spending time, and really just a lot of play-based learning. Every day, Monday to Friday, children aged 0 to 6 come with their parents or grandparents, caregivers, and they come to like this community living room. We like to think of it as an opportunity for them to just get out and socialize. We find that parents come because they're having a great day, or sometimes they're coming because they're having a terrible day. But the important thing is that they just feel welcome, and so they come and they meet other parents, and the children meet other children, and they feel a sense of community and belonging. And it's just a fun spot and an educational place to come and be part of this community. Or service providers find that LaFF is an ideal location to come and connect with families and to do a lot of the preventative upstream kind of connections with children that often they wouldn't have that opportunity to connect. So we have the speech and language pathologist and the dental hygienist, the community dietitian, the health nurse, and many others come in on a rotating basis throughout the week or the month and start to establish relationships with the children and families. Parents are able to ask questions that maybe they didn't even think to ask, or didn't think it was important to set up an appointment to go out of town or to see someone. So it's just very informal, and there's been a lot of successful stories around that. So it is an ideal location for that. We absolutely value our volunteers that come to LaFF. So we have a really strong youth volunteer program and a senior volunteer program. And, you know, for example, in 1 month alone, we logged 280 volunteer hours within the organization. We have a volunteer board, so president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, and then 3 or 4 directors. Every day is a very exciting day at LaFF. For example, on Tuesdays, we call it Stone Soup Tuesday. And so on a typical morning, you'll see children coming in with their baggie of rice or a can of beans or a carrot or onions. Might be something from our community garden that someone has picked, brought in. And we will come together and we pull out the chopping board and the knives, child-friendly knives, and start chopping up, and we make a big pot of soup. And so typically we'll have 70 to sometimes 110 participants coming and sharing a big pot of soup. Stone Soup was our first food programming project, and it was so successful we've added on to it. So on Thursday we now have a sandwich day, and so we get a donation of bread every Thursday, and we ask and invite participants to bring in any kind of toppings that they would like, and we build sandwiches together. So programming around food is an opportunity to engage our grandparents as well as our 2-year-olds and anyone in between. And lots of great parenting advice and tips are shared over the cutting board. We've started another day called French Toast Fridays. So again, the bakery in town supplies us with our bread, and participants bring in berries or yogurt or applesauce, or maybe we'll make applesauce and put it on our French toast. And it's just, again, a really nice way to make the hall smell delicious and very welcoming atmosphere, and show that, you know, we don't need to have just syrup on our French toast. On Tuesday evenings, we do a program called Family Frolics up at Parks and Rec, and that's a great time for families to come together, especially parents who might be working or busy during the days. So it's a great big gym time. So the tunnels are out and the floor hockey is out, and there's just lots of opportunity, again, for parents to engage each other and children to make friends. We have the great support of one of our volunteers who's come forward. We call her Grandma Ann, and she now delivers a program in the evenings, and it's a sewing program, and so it's just incredible to see skills being shared. Now we've incorporated knitting and crocheting as well, and just having parents coming together, grandparents, dads, learning these new skills of sewing, but also, more importantly, just making real connections and being able to carry those connections forward into their relationships within the community. One of our huge supporters and partners within the community is the town of Ladysmith. We've been so fortunate to have their support. They let us use this amazing facility, Aggie Hall, and also the opportunity to have our family frolics programming up at Parks and Rec. The use of this facility is just so unique. It's a great big space. We're able to accommodate a lot of families. Energy seems to just dissipate in this space. So it's just ideal for a family resource program to be able to divide into so many different areas. We have our large motor area where children can ride around on bicycles and tricycles and play basketball, ride on the slides or go through tunnels. The community garden is another really exciting event that we do every year. Families get to plant seeds during LaFF programming time, and we watch them germinate. And then we bring those little seedlings to the garden, and we have a spring party right at the garden. We partner with the Community Garden Society, so different members from the garden will all come together. And we've planted trees in honor of past presidents and past board members that have moved on as a way of thanking them for their contribution to our organization. LaFF is really possible because of the great support that we receive from other organizations and volunteers and community members, and the sponsorship. We have tremendous support, and we are so very grateful, and so are families.
We had fun at LaFF today. Hip, hip, hooray! Yay! I think everybody's done, except I have to do my sugar and spice with you. Ready?